Hello and welcome back to the Outer Worlds. This is a gameplay session, as you can tell by the fact that I'm stood exactly where I was. Anyway, uh, I'm going to carry on with the story now. In the last episode I said about playing Skyrim. I got a couple of ideas for gameplay that we could do, if you're interested. Hold on.
Say,
Every time.
this wouldn't happen to be your ship, would it? Because you sure walked in it like it was your ship. And if this ship is yours, well, mister, you owe Spacer's Choice a hefty fine. Afraid we gotta dock your pay.
I don't have a job. You got it all wrong. I'm a Starship Safety Inspector, or do you take down payments? Should I kill her?
I'll waive your fee since you helped us with those marauders. If you're looking for work, talk to the constable down in Edgewater. She's got a bounty on marauders. Edgewater's not too far. Just follow the road east of here, over past the cemetery. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to inspect the crime scene before I make my report.
Okay. Right, so yeah, Skyrim, I've got a couple of ideas for it. I've got a hell of a lot of mods on there, like 200 mods. I've got some that make it a survival game. I've got one that changes the perk overhaul. So if you want to see a survival one where I'm hunting animals, making armor and weapons out of their parts, and is that a marauder? Yep. Wow, I need to get used to this. So if you want to see like a survival thing, that would be interesting. Oh crap! Bad boy. Yeah, or I've got mods to make it so there's a bunch of new relics and a museum there. I could go treasure hunting, do a stealth build, a pacifist build. I could do a unarmed build. That would be fun. So yeah, guys, let me know what you think down in the comments if you want to watch that. If you're interested. If you have any other ideas, by all means, like, let us know. Should be a fun playthrough. Jesus Christ, I'm getting so many frame drops. Yeah. There you go, that's a bit better. A little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna stop talking about that now.
Where'd you come from?
When the mummy and daddy love each other very much, they shoot people. Hello?
Don't go ambling out in those hills. That's marauder territory, friend. Your pod? What are you on about? You take a bruise to the cranium? Ain't safe out here. You'd best head into town. Avail yourself of Edgewater's high walls. And low prices.
Wow, good sales pitch.
Pleased to make your acquaintanceship. I'd shake your hand, but I've been hauling corpses. You don't want none of that on you.
Smooth.
Name's Silas. Junior in humor for the town of Edgewater. We're all part of the Spacer's Choice family.
Junior in humor.
Definitely not the junior in humor, that's for sure. If you've got business inquiries, you should stop by Reed Thompson's office. He's up in the tower above the cannery. Head into town, follow the road. Look, you obviously ain't a worker. What's your racket? You a smuggler? Freelancer? Edgewater is a company town, board-owned and operated. That includes the cemetery. None of us own our grave sites. We rent them from the company. Renting means money. Money means paperwork. Paperwork means signatures. Some of our families become a mite delinquent in paying their dues, you see?
Make people pay for their own graves. Why don't you collect these fees yourself? Let me ask you something.
4 workers still haven't paid up. Phyllis, Conrad, Ludwig, and Martin Abernathy. He's a special case. You may want to twist his arm a little. He just is. Look, I don't want to get into it. Just Make sure he pays up.
Okay, well I got a gun, so, you know, can't be too hard.
Yeah? You could look at it that way, I suppose. You could look at us and say, those Edgewater saps lost near every soul to plague. But you'd be wrong. We're survivors. Loyal company folk, brave in the wilds. Every now and again, a virulent plague sweeps through our town. That's life on the frontier, I suppose. A body grows accustomed. Hang on, I'm doing some math in my head. 20, 30, carry the one. All my life? Work's
Smith.
been real good to me. Fresh air, exercise. Only problem's the paperwork. Can't get anybody to pay their gravesite fees. Former people, yeah. Marauders been raiding my graves, you see. Hence the armed guards. Well, if you're gonna go headhunting, talk to Constable Reyes back in town. She pays for marauders by the finger. Oh no. They are after the most precious loot of all. Spacer's Choice Company property. If those marauders swipe any more bodies out of my cemetery, company's gonna dock my pay.
Wow, what dicks. Okay, thanks, bye. Run away! Wow. Okay, I really should look up. That's actually awesome. One of the better looking games I've played, to be honest. Love stuff like this, like, sort of, very colourful and pretty games. Like, a lot of them these days are very dark and murky and edgy and all the rest of that crap. It's nice to have a change of pace. Love a game with a good skybox and nice scenery. What can I say? I'm an artist. I appreciate the finer things. Jesus Christ. Okay, that is cool. Wait, is this skybox changed?
Had your rations yet?
Yep. 2 whole cans of salt tuna.
Huh. Can I put my weapon away? Run away!
Something got you down?
Nothing. Just don't want to fall sick.
I was hoping for more dialogue though.
Sorry, I'll just be a minute.
You had a minute. Next one comes out of your pay.
Ease off the threats, friend. I'm going.
Boss's orders. We all got quotas to make.
So far the impression I'm getting is basically what I said in the first episode. It's corrupt companies that are draining people's livelihoods and making people miserable, keeping humanity on the skint so they can profit. I'm supposed to go that way, but I'm interested. Yeah, screw it. The machines? Now, for a variety of items purchased mostly from one company, high skill of 20 or higher allows you to sell items to the vending machine. Restricted items on a vendor can only be purchased if you have high enough reputation with the associated faction or hack skill of 40 plus. Excuse me. Jesus, I need to go back into smoking. So how much money do I have? I assume none. I have 48. Okay. I feel I'm not gonna like the spaces. They sound like a bunch of douchebags. Right, where the hell was I? There. Going up. Funky music, yeah boy.
The grease monkey, Argo?
I'm sorry, Mr. Thompson, sir. You asked why it's taking so long to fix. The answer's technical.
Don't apologize. Just try using small words for me.
The cans bust open in the oven because she's set to cook saltuna, which isn't what we've got. Mr. Thompson? I think there's someone here to see you.
Focus, Miss Holcomb. You and I are still talking. Let's start over. Walk me through the process. Show me where it's going awry.
Well, sure. It's, mostly on account of what we're feeding into the mechanism.
It puts food in cans. We have food, we have cans. Why won't it work like we need?
She's expecting saltuna of a certain size. We're filling the cans with, well, not fish.
Seems we've got a guest. Really now, Parvati, I do wish you'd spoken up. I do apologize. I was given no forewarning of your arrival, or I might have welcomed you at the gates myself. I'm Reed Thompson, Outpost Administrator. I cannot help but notice you are not in uniform.
No shit, Sherlock.
Of course not. I don't have that kind of luck. Seems I allowed my excitement to run away with my wits. Been a few seasons since we've had a visitor pass through.
Only regulator we got is hooked up to the town transformer. Mr. Thompson ain't liable to be keen on dismantling it.
I beg your pardon. I am most emphatically not keen on any such thing. I can't let you have our power regulator. But I happen to know of another one. And I happen to know exactly how you may retrieve it without frying yourself in the process.
I really don't like him.
My proposition benefits the both of us. Please, hear me out. There's a power regulator in the old botanical lab. It's mostly abandoned, so all that power is being squandered. Go down to the geothermal plant. Reroute power from the botanical district over to us. Once their power's shut down, you can have their regulator and be along on your way. I was not entirely sure how to tell you this. The botanical labs are not legally inhabited, but there are people who live there.
Marauders?
No, I do not imagine they will be pleased. But like a parent disciplining an unruly child, you will be doing them a kindness. The people living in the botanical labs, they're deserters, former workers. I need them back at their posts. I need them to come home.
I really want to put a bullet in this guy's head.
Edgewater is struggling. We haven't hit our production quota in years. If we don't meet our quotas this year, the company might shut us down for good. I need those workers back at their stations. It's our problem, not yours, but I'm asking for your help. If those workers don't come back, Edgewater is going to collapse. My hope is that by cutting off their power, you will convince those deserters to come back to town. Before you go to the plant, I want you to stop by the botanical lab. Speak to their leader, Adelaide. Tell her the power's about to go, and that it's time her band of deserters came back to town. Of course, I understand completely. Here, let me give you the passcode to the geothermal plant. A sign of good faith, for so politely listening to me as I ramble on.
Are you setting off for the Vale? Because I know my way around. I mean, in case you want a guide. I mean, if that's all right with you, Mr. Thompson. Sir.
I hesitate to part ways with Miss Holcomb, but I cannot deny that she is talented, and may prove useful to you.
Yeah, if it gets away from you for 5 minutes.
Great! I got my wrenches and diagnosticators and hairpins and engine tape, so I'm all set.
Well, I am glad to hear that. Best of luck to you, and thank you again for your help. It is a lot to ask of a stranger, I know.
Okay, and a companion. There are characters that join you in your adventures to help in a variety of ways. Companions can provide combat support, their skills can enhance your skills, they increase your carrying capacity, and you can unlock special companion combat abilities with their inspiration skills. With the inspiration skills. Come on then. Can I just blow his head off? No, I'm gonna try. I don't know why, I really don't like him. Oh, I'm out of ammo, really? That went well. Let's try that again, shall we? I just wonder if I can get him because I really don't like him. Yep, he's dead. Okay, so all I need is a good grenade and I'm good, man. I'm good. I am going to get a sniper. I am going to take him out from a distance. I kid. I'm not a psychopath. Excuse me. Well, I think we're going to leave this episode here. Now we've got a mission, we've got a companion, we've got a thing. Yeah. So I will see you guys in the next video. Look after yourselves, look after each other, be good, and ciao meow.